Yes, people, we're here at Tottenham Court Road Station. And yeah, we're going to exit the station and get this thing popping. Okay, follow me. Can I ask you guys a few questions, please? Why not?
If we don't answer, we're in uniform.
Does freedom of speech exist?
Yeah.
I feel like it does because we do have the power of social media to say what you want to say behind the screen and nobody to really check you.
Oh God, that's a loaded question for a Saturday afternoon.
It's limited because the more you speak, the more it could affect your bag or your environment. So is it really free? Sounds expensive to me, so you might as well call it expensive speech.
I guess in some ways it does, some ways it doesn't. Pretty
Yeah,
simply
it's
put.
very mixed. I think
You can say what you want, but if there's like a good amount of people that don't agree with what you're saying, then clearly people are going to hate you for it. So is it really free if everyone's going to hate you for it? Not necessarily.
I do think freedom of speech does exist because people have the right to say whatever they want, and yeah, everyone has their own beliefs, everyone's different, and everyone should be able to express what they have to say.
Does freedom of speech exist and why?
I mean, yeah, I guess so, but you got to be careful with what you say, because then
Cancel culture.
I personally don't think cancel culture exists, but
No, it doesn't exist. This generation right now, I don't think it does exist because people are all concerned into a standard, and then anyone that tries to go away from it, it just gets cancelled. So
I think that freedom of speech does exist, but at the same time it doesn't, because as you mentioned before, everyone gets canceled all the time. So if I go on social media and I say something, I'm going to get canceled. So do I really have my own freedom of speech?
I believe it exists. I just feel like it's limited nowadays. Like people don't actually get the opportunity to say what they want because the world's changed a lot. Do you know what I mean? It's not the same as it was before.
So why do people get cancelled, incarcerated, or lose their livelihood over things that they may say that others don't agree with?
I mean, that sounds, if you're in a position to be cancelled, you're probably holding some form of influence anyway, right? So that, I would say in that instance, there is no freedom of speech. If you belong to the public in some way, then that determines what you get to say.
there's a lot of criticism that comes with it, and like obviously now there's like the threat of being cancelled and stuff like that.
Definitely.
Although I think that doesn't tend to have a massive effect on like any famous person's actual career. So yeah, I think it's mixed. Like technically by law, yes, we do. But just like the actual intricacies of it in a public setting, it's like more controversial.
I mean, at the end of the day, if you say shit that offends people, and if you're gonna say stuff that is offensive and that is harmful, you're gonna get cancelled for it. Simple, and you should, I think.
What would you guys call the extreme?
Racism, discrimination, fuck it, basically.
Just things that are like going past someone's like privacy, like you gotta have
Difference between human, like, you know, come on now. Yeah.
In this country, in the Oxford Dictionary, the word woman has been changed so anybody can describe as a woman. So in your own words, what is a woman?
I think that. I mean, I don't know.
What is a woman?
anyone who identifies as a woman, I guess.
Yeah, I think that, and just like it sounds loaded, but being a woman comes with its own struggles.
No comment.
What is a woman?
Well, I think a woman is any. It depends. It's I don't know. It's like it is what it is. Like it is what whoever. If you want to be a woman, be a woman. Do you know what I mean? It's what it is. It's like I don't think putting a term on it's like something you should do. I feel like it is like live and let live, basically. Just live and let live. Let anyone do what they want. Just leave it as it is. You know what I mean? Because I feel like if you get too into it nowadays, people just get upset. Just live and let live. You know what I mean?
And you know, you could be cancelled for it. Freedom of speech, right?
I mean, if you're trying to get me to say something transphobic, that's not going to happen because I think that trans women are women, if that's the answer you're looking for.
I'm not like, I don't care shit. I'm literally in the limbo, I don't care.
Nah, I'm just looking for your honest opinion, that's it.
A lot of kind of oppression and a lot of pain, and I think like even if you are trans and identify as a woman, like there's a lot of trans people that are targeted in society. So they definitely go through, like, if not similar, then like a pain that women experience as well.
In your words, what is a woman?
Well, on that note, I'm gonna wrap it up.
Absolutely pure diabetes, man. So it seems like freedom of speech don't really exist. So in your words, what is a woman?
Me?
I mean, how can I say, what is a woman? Like, I look at it genetically. If you were born with certain organs, you're a woman. That's how I see it.
It's how you identify. It's an identity thing, isn't it? Because
A woman is what God's created from a man's rib. So it's like a bit of a biblical thing if you deep it that way. And there's only one form it could potentially come in, which is God's creation.
Or, for instance, I'm a human being, but saying I'm introducing myself, describing myself as a llama, does that mean I'm a llama?
you're not a llama, but you identify as a llama.
Okay, let me tell you what my definition of a woman is. My definition of a woman is she was born that way with a vagina, fallopian tube, ovaries, and a lot, right? That is what we've.
About women anatomy.
This is what we've always known a woman to be. So if you was born without that, it was hard for me to take you seriously when you say you're a woman.
Be wary, because it's not freedom of speech, it's expensive.
Facts.
Subscribe to Silent
To silent
Business.
business.
Business.